Meanwhile, he's still there. You guys are going to have this massive flow. Both Biden and AMLO are just as responsible. No, I'm sorry, no, I disagree. Yes, President AMLO is completely responsible because he's in the global compact on migration. But now, if the past president, the 45th president of the United States was still in office, you wouldn't have this problem. So this problem right here and this incentivization that is made by the president of the United States. Also, now Biden is collaborator with the global compact on migration. So also he has said that he was going to create a better pathway for migrants. So it is his only responsibility. The United States of America needs to be clear with immigration laws, and ultimately also the government of the United States of America. This current administration is the one that needs to be saying, you know what, this is what we represent as immigration. This is what we represent in immigration laws. This is law and order. Don't try to denigrate and digest by taking away responsibility from the 46th president of the United States. That is the actual Biden administration that is causing this catastrophe. Not only in Mexico, this is a catastrophe that is being caused all over the continent of America. And not only that, in Europe and also in Africa. So let's not try to take responsibility from the number one responsible, that is the Biden administration. And also Alejandro Mayorkas, that hasn't done anything. Thank you for everybody that is joining at YouTube. Share this video at YouTube. God bless everybody that is watching at YouTube. I will walk a little bit for you guys to check the perimeter on how it looks. And you guys are going to see why do I mean that is a lot of people that it has joined this caravan. So let us walk right here for a little bit. And there's lines of people. There's a lot of people underneath the roof. That is kind of like a basketball court. And everybody has taken a space right now to sleep, to rest. There's people over here in this tree. This is called ceiba. This is a really particular tree right here in our country of Mexico. It's one of the biggest trees in our country of Mexico. It's a huge tree, and it's called ceiba. They're really famous for, you know, their size. So a lot of you guys have seen these kind of trees in Oregon and in Portland. These kind of trees coexist also here in Mexico. As you see, it's a humongous tree. Also, you got people sleeping on their tents, sleeping on benches, as you see right here, sleeping on the shadows. You got people over there also in the grades, right there in the bench, soccer bench. They're camping out inside of the soccer bench right there. Also, let's see if we can move right here to another place to show you guys right here inside the plaza. Underneath this tree also, ultimately they're camping also, putting out their tents right here on this particular side. The park has been taken over by the migrant population. Let's see if we can show you more video. Oh, look at this. Wow. How it looks inside of this place. Thank you so much. Whoever sent a copy, can you resend again the name, moderator, producer, can you send the name again so I can say thank you for the coffees? Buy me a coffee is on the top link. If you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting and travel fund, buy me a coffee is on the top link. Thank you so much. Whoever contributed to buy me a coffee right now, thank you so much. This is how it looks. Mande. ¿Qué rollo? A ver, ven pues. They want to talk right here. They want to speak. These migrants. Ándale pues. ¿Quieres que te entreviste? Parece que estás en la playa, viejo, no manches. Ándale, párate, ándale. ¿De dónde son? ¿De Venezuela? Me imagino. Sí, ¿qué opinan acerca de la dictadura de Maduro?
No, compadre, yo no sé por qué no se ha metido a ese hombre.
Ok, sí, te voy a hacer una pregunta ahora que ya estás en territorio mexicano, porque esta es una pregunta que Simplemente se le he hecho a muchísimos venezolanos que yo he caminado con ellos. Esta es mi 10ª caravana. Con una palabra, descríbeme, Nicolás Maduro. Sí. Es cierto que no hay luz, no hay agua, no hay comida. El salario mínimo, ¿qué es allá en Venezuela por mes? ¿Cuánto les pagan por mes?
La semana $20 semanal.
¿Cómo pueden vivir con $20? Es imposible vivir.
Sobrevive.
Es una gran diferencia de vivir a sobrevivir. ¿Tú a qué te dedicas? Eras policía tú. Me ha tocado mucho platicar con gente que sirvieron en la policía, que estuvo en la policía, estuvieron dando el servicio en la policía. Las razones por las que ustedes dejan la policía es por simple y sencillamente la corrupción y que los forzan a hacer actos ilícitos y golpear a la gente. ¿Es una realidad eso?
Si usted no le lleva plata al jefe, lo manda por una oficina. No, si usted no le lleva plata, le hacen la venta.
Ahora que tú ya saliste huyendo de Venezuela por la persecución, si regresas eres traidor a la patria y también te meten 15 años a la cárcel. ¿Eso es lo que se dice? ¿Tienes familia allá? ¿Te viniste solo? ¿Tu sobrino? ¿Tienes sobrino? ¿Qué edad tienes tú, chamaco? A ver, déjame platicar contigo. Ven. Ven, hombre, ven, no te apenes, ven. ¿Qué edad tienes tú?
23 años.
23 años. Sabes que estás bien alto, creo. Agáchate un poquito, a ver. Ahí estamos, sí, 23 años. ¿A qué te dedicabas tú allá en Venezuela?
Un cuerpo de investigación científica. Como la policía aquí, forense, algo así.
¿Estudiaste para eso?
Sí.
¿Eres profesionista entonces? Sí. Ustedes los jóvenes en Venezuela están acostumbrados básicamente, esta juventud del 96 para adelante, la acostumbraron a vivir una dictadura de comunismo.
Sí.
¿Tú entiendes lo que es el comunismo y lo que es actual, lo que era Venezuela antes del 96?
Sí.
Sí. ¿Qué desearías tener? ¿Te desearías tener un Venezuela igual que antes del 96?
Sí.
Éramos felices y no sabíamos.
Éramos ricos y no sabíamos.
Era el tercer país más rico de todo el continente americano.
Por eso éramos felices y no sabíamos.
Nosotros nosotros no queremos emigrar de Venezuela. O sea, lo tenemos que hacer por la necesidad que tenemos.
Para allá voy. O sea, tú como un joven, si tú tuvieras todas las posibilidades económicas, no saldrías de tu país.
No,
allá tengo mi familia, mis hijos, todo.
Porque Venezuela es hermoso, es un país hermoso, las playas, todo es hermoso.
Todo. Lo que pasa es que lo tenemos que hacer, uno porque venimos perseguidos, otro por el hambre, que de verdad no podemos seguir allá, pues. Y nos toca salir adelante, aguantar estas cosas. ¿Usted cree que esto es bonito, lo que estamos viviendo aquí?
No. Es difícil que los hijos de uno
le digan que tienen hambre y no tener dinero para sustentar la familia.
Y ahorita el propósito, imagino, es Estados Unidos. ¿No hay otro propósito más?
No, ninguno.
No, ninguno.
O sea, la única solución es Estados Unidos.
Lo que nos pueden a nosotros ayudar. Ellos.
Y sí,
porque los otros países lo que hacen es tirarnos afuera,
tratarnos
mal.
Ok, ahí te va una pregunta. ¿Y si Estados Unidos llega a denegarte la entrada, qué vas a hacer?
Pues ahí voy a estar hasta explicarle mi caso, pues.
Hasta que te dejen entrar.
Sí, porque yo sé que lo merezco.
¿Tú qué es lo que le podrías dar al país de los Estados Unidos? ¿Qué le puedes dar aparte de ser un profesionista? ¿Qué beneficio le puedes dar tú al país de Estados Unidos?
Pues le puedo dar todo mi respeto, darle a conocer a lo que conozca yo de lo que yo era. Si puedo ayudar, ayudo.
Sería lo mejor de ti para Estados Unidos.
Sí.
Claro.
Muchas gracias,
Allá
muchachos.
vamos,
Muchas
no
gracias,
somos gente
muchachos.
mala, no somos nada.
No somos delincuentes, no somos nada, hermano, somos gente buena.
Sí,
No puedes generalizar a los que entran allá, porque en todos lados hay gente mala,
claro.
pero también hay más gente buena.
Sí, pues hay mucha
mucha
gente de... Ajá.
En lo que se pueda, ¿sí me entiendes? En lo que
Sí.
sea, en lo que alcance.
Mucha gente de Venezuela es profesionista, mucha gente de Venezuela es profesionista y viene mucha preparada.
Aquí hay muchos doctores, muchos.
Los maestros, allá en la escuela, la mayoría casi maestros. Porque hay muy bien,
Es terrible la situación allá, en cuestión de educación es terrible.
Eso es cuestión de vivir. Porque uno podemos hablar y explicar, pero no.
Si no lo vives, no sabes.
Cuestión situación verídica para que se den cuenta que es una situación allá, no es posible que tú en tu casa estés 3 horas con luz y 3 horas sin luz, seguido. A veces te quitan las 3 horas y te llega la luz 1 hora y vuelven y te quitan la luz. Hay noches que duermen sin luz, sin nada.
Los hospitales.
¿Sí me entiendes?
No es una manera de sobrevivir.
Eso es algo inhumano, hermano. Y
Bueno.
el gobierno, nada, brilla por su competencia. Estamos tratando de reparar, pero ¿cuántos años llevan ya tratando de reparar la falla eléctrica? Nada más la falla eléctrica. Y siguen
Es un
igual.
completo sistema colapsado ahí en Venezuela.
Ah,
Bueno,
entonces en la capital no es así. El gobierno sabe
En Caracas.
cómo juega, claro. Allá no es así. Allá, yo estuve un tiempo, unos días allá. Allá nos quitaron la luz, nos quitaron el agua. ¿Sí me entiendes? Entonces a los pueblos aledaños son los que están llevando el luz que decimos allá.
bueno, pues muchas gracias por este momento que me dieron. Muchas gracias, muchas gracias. Sale. Vamos a echarles una caminada aquí. Echar una caminada. Oscar el Blue en las redes sociales, Facebook y YouTube.
¿Cómo lo
Blue,
ubicamos?
Blue como color azul, Blue. Ahí me pueden encontrar.
Listo.
Sale. Ahí estamos.
Gracias, va.
Dale. That's what you heard right there. It was quite an interview. Basically, it's the same explanation. What they're living right now in Venezuela is a complete dictatorship. And they're explaining how this dictatorship is affecting their lives. There's no electricity, there's no water, they say. They make $20 a month, $20 to $30 a month. Some of them make $20 to $30 a week, depending. That was an ex-police officer. He's fleeing of persecution. The first one. The other one was a forensic medic. Is a young man, 23 years old. And he is basically saying that he wants to migrate to the United States. And I asked him a really particular question because he's young. I asked him, what is your other option if the United States says no? And he said, I will stay until they say yes. Because I know there's no option no. There's no for an answer. I know that I'm going to be embedded into the United States of America because I can provide. I can be a good individual for that country. I can give a future to that country. That's what he says. So this is how the perimeter looks for everybody. There's people inside of this so-called, basketball court. I don't know how they're going to call podium. Also, you have people on this side on the sidewalk sleeping underneath the trees, as you can see right here. This is absolutely shocking video. Look at this. It says more than 12,000. That is what they have said now. The leader of the caravan has said that it's throwing to 15,400 individuals, which I haven't confirmed, and I'm not going to give out that number until I have an actual confirmation of other sources that they are actually taking count and making count for people to see if that is the actual quantity of migrants that they are walking on the largest caravan that has ever left the city of Tapachula. This is the largest caravan ever to leave the city of Tapachula, the largest. Thank you so much, Deborah Hendrick. Thank you so much for the coffee. Thank you so much for everybody that is contributing with coffees. God bless you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is much needed. Thank you. So let's walk a little bit right here. I don't know where they're going to go for the, somebody's asking a really particular question. Where are they going to do their necessities? I really don't know. I have seen that they do their necessities on places that they are random places where they can hide. So uncomfortable, and it is really on this particular stage, I can say that this is basically inhuman, but it's being pushed by these globalists and these elitists and these leftist communists that they do not care about population and people. They only push their narrative of open borders, and they held responsible the opposition. This is what they do, and it's a really strategic way to make migrants as currency. It is crazy how they are thinking and how the incentivization of the cartel and the organized crime, how are they the ones that they are profiting out of all of this, and the ones that are making millions out of this irregular migration with migrants. Some of them, they choose the option of going with the trafficker, with a coyote, and later on it ends up in a way that some of them lose their lives, some of them they get being kidnapped. A lot of them, they are, they face the horrible consequences. So, saludos, ¿cómo están? Vamos, another interview, let's do another interview. Es en inglés y en español, así es que me disculpan por si lo hacemos en dos lenguajes. ¿De dónde vienes? Where are you coming from? Así está bien, así, aquí te agarro.
Vengo de Cuba, soy cubano.
De Cuba. I'm coming from Cuba, I'm Cuban. Te quiero hacer una pregunta. ¿Es verdad que la mejor música y la mejor comida es de Cuba? I want to ask you a question. Is it true that the best music and food is from Cuba?
Bueno, ahí no te puedo garantizar. Lo que sí sé que habemos buenos cantantes. Sí,
Habemos buenos cantantes, buenos músicos,
buenos músicos
buenos músicos.
a nivel mundial.
Con una sola palabra, descríbeme a Díaz Canel. With one word, just describe me Díaz Canel. Y no me importa si dices una grosería, esta es mi plataforma, así es que si lo quieres decir, dilo.
No me atrevo a decir nada de Canel porque es presidente de mi país, ¿ves? Yo migré hace 4 años de mi país ya, pero no estoy de acuerdo con lo que están haciendo ahí en ese país, ¿no?
I'm not agreeing with what is going on right now with the president Díaz Canel of Cuba. I asked him, what is, in one word, describe me Díaz Canel, and he doesn't want to give an opinion of him. ¿Cómo te viniste de Cuba para acá? How do you came from Cuba to over here?
En avión.
On an airplane. Descríbeme tu viaje.
Son 4 años de travesía pasando trabajo.
En un resumen, dime cuántos países has recorrido. And just describe me in a nutshell, how many countries have you traveled in this 4 years that I have been migrating?
Guyana,
These are all the countries that he has traveled. Guyana,
Brasil, Uruguay, Perú, Colombia, Ecuador, Panamá, Costa Rica, la selva del Darién. Bueno, este recorrido casi el mundo entero tengo que recorrer para llegar a Estados Unidos.
el mundo entero. Esa es la selva del Darién. Siempre le he preguntado a todo el mundo este lugar que es tan espantoso para migrantes. Descríbeme un poco de lo que pasó en la selva del Darién. Describe me a little bit of the Darien Gap. He just described so many countries that he has traveled, almost 10 countries, but describe me the Darien Gap.
La selva del Darién a mí me quitaron todo, documentos, dinero, todo. Violaron muchachos, tuve que salvar vidas que se estaban ahogando yo en el río Creciente. Estuve perdido 9 días en una selva con 13 venezolanos más, yo y 2 venezolanos más, sin comida, sin agua.
Un botón, ¿ves? Pérdida de uñas, lesiones. Mira,
He's saying that basically he was kidnapped in the Darien Gap. He saw a lot of men being raped. That's another thing that a lot of people are not saying. We say about the women being raped, but we don't say about men being raped. And he's saying there was a lot of men being raped. I had to escape in the Darien Gap, and I was, was trapped in the Darien Gap for more than 3 days. ¿A qué te dedicabas en Cuba o a qué te dedicas?
Yo soy maestro de panadería.
I am a baker. A professional baker. Si tú vas a los Estados Unidos, quisieras, ¿qué es lo que le puedes ofrecer a los Estados Unidos? What can you provide to the United States?
Yo le voy a ofrecer mi trabajo, lo que sea, la profesión mía que es panadería, pero también soy soldador, soy albañil, tengo varias profesiones.
I work the iron. I work in construction. I can do a lot of things. It's not that just one thing. I can do a lot of things. Si la administración de Joe Biden te deja entrar hacia los Estados Unidos y te pide que votes por él, ¿tú lo harías? If the administration of Joe Biden tells you, I will let you in, but you are going to vote for me in the elections, will you do it?
Claro, voy a votar por él, sí.
Of course, absolutely. If he lets me in, I will vote for him. That's the number one thing. ¿Tú harías lo mismo? If Joe Biden lets you in, will you vote for him in the elections? ¿Tú votarías por él si te daría Joe Biden? It will be a blessing, and yes, I will vote for him. Of course, absolutely. ¿Tú?
También lo apoyaría.
Yes, absolutely. I will support him. He will get my vote. Bueno, muchísimas gracias. Una última cosa, dígame.
Habemos más de 5,000 personas. Pienso que todo el mundo va a votar por él si él nos permite entrar a su país.
There's more than 5,000 people, and I believe that everybody will vote for him if he lets every single one of us in. Muchísimas gracias. Los dejo aquí, está en la sombra.
Amigo, ¿cómo se llama usted?
Oscar el Blue en las redes sociales, en Facebook y en YouTube. Oscar el Blue.
Oscar el Blue.
El blue, color azul, blue.
Ok, sí,
Ok. YouTube, o sea, sí me pueden encontrar. Vale. There you have it. These are migrants from Cuba. They are describing. The first question I want to ask them is it true that the food in Cuba and the music in Cuba is the best? You have incredible musicians in Cuba. And he's saying, yes, regarding to music, yes, we have history of being great musicians. But there you go, you know, in terms of politics, they don't know what the Biden administration is doing to their country and is doing to the world. And sadly, you know, this is what will it turn into be, that they will going to vote for Joseph Biden if they get into the United States of America. So it is just, it looks like and it feels like the Biden administration, it is doing this with other purposes also. Of course, the number one purpose that they're saying is the humanitarian aid, and it's trying to help in a humanitarian way. But ultimately, you know, it is, it looks like also that they are, that they will vote for Joseph Biden if they get admitted and vetted into the United States of America. They will vote for him. That is what this gentleman has said. And it's incredible to just understand that and to, you know, practically, you know, look at this consequence and these situations, how they're being handled in every country. And now you have a lot of these people, 10 countries, man, 10 countries that they are traveling right now. This migrant said, I have migrated for 4 years, traveled for 4 years. My travesty is 4 years. So imagine me traveling 4 years, and now I get to this point, I'm not going back. So thank you so much for joining in, for everybody that is joining in. I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News, correspondent for Real America's Voice News and the Wendy Bell Radio Network. We are live where more than 12,000 migrants are stationed right here, waiting to move to the north borders. Today they headed out on this caravan, the largest caravan that has ever exited the south border of Mexico, that is Tapachula. The largest caravan, more than 12,000 people. The majority of this caravan, it is 80%, 85%, they are men. I will say that a lot of them, they're men, military age men. And also you have a lot of women and children that they are right here in this particular site right now that you see. It's huge. It is the population. It is not small. It is a big population. And they started walking today. They went by a first checkpoint, that is the that is the Viva Mexico checkpoint, which they always have a confrontation with the National Guard. They had around 150 National Guard officials ready to stop the caravan or to try to contain the caravan, but they knew that it was too big, that it was too large, and it was going to be impossible to detain it and stop it. So they decided to step away and let them pass. So that is going to be the front note on every newspaper and every part of Mexico, that for the first time in history, the National Guard decided to let them go, decided to not stop, decided to not confront, and decided ultimately to not do anything. Why? Because, well, it's too many people. You know, they're not gonna be capable on stopping this. It is too massive. Really, it is massive, people. It will take a whole army to try to stop a contingency this big. This is the only thing that I can tell you. It is almost 12,000 people, which they are saying that this caravan it is made of. A lot of other people are managing between 5,000 to 6,000 people. Other newspapers are managing between 8,000 to 10,000. I'm going with the statistics of the leader of the caravan. He's the one that has also a list from is another organizer from the caravan. So this organizer has said that almost 11,000 to 12,000 have confirmed to be walking today. Not only that, they more have joined as along the way that they have been walking. So this is how it looks. This is how it looks today. As today, migrants are, a lot of them are running away from communist dictatorship, that is from the dictatorship of Nicolás Maduro. And regarding Venezuela, a lot of them, they're running away from the dictatorship of Nicaragua, on Ortega. A lot of them are running away from the dictatorship and insecurity of other countries that